This movie was directed by Clint Eastwood. And you know what that means. I am not doing the damn voice throughout the entire review. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Zack, and I love discussing cinema and all things entertainment. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Because this time around, the topic is Cry Macho, the very latest addition to the storied career of star/director Clint Eastwood, who, at 91 years old, he's showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. And this flick follows Texan rodeo star Mike Milo, played by Eastwood, who ended his career after a severe back injury. And he's been spending his time breeding and training horses. After losing his job in 1979, Mike is hired by his former boss Howard Polk, played by Dwight Yoakam, to travel to Mexico to retrieve his son Raffo. And he's living with his mother, and he's turned to a life of crime, participating in cockfights with a rooster named Macho. And let me tell you, it is absolutely insane, the fact that you can still go to a movie theater and see a new film from the guy who gave us The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I gotta say, guys, even though he's a little bit grayer up top, he's still as gruff as ever. This guy's still got that signature Eastwood gait and that same rough delivery of his dialogue that we've all grown used to at this point. And his character has a good amount of layers to him. He's experienced so much physical and personal tragedy throughout his life, and all of it is building up to this moment in Cry Macho. As weather-beaten as this man is, Eastwood still really carries this film so well, not only in front of the camera, but behind the camera as well. But I think what really sets Cry Macho apart from most of Eastwood's other western is the charm. Gotta say, this is one of Clint Eastwood's most charming films, especially in recent memory, especially as it pertains to this connection that Mike shares with this kid Raffo. Even though there's certainly a student-teacher connection here, it's nothing you've never seen before, but it's a super endearing dynamic that the script creates between the two. And Raffo himself is played by young Eduardo Minett, who honestly may have been my favorite performer out of everybody involved in this movie. He was really, really good. And you'll notice that this kid isn't just along for the ride like most of these road trip films you're seeing. This kid is extremely smart. He's very resourceful, and he continually finds ways to get himself and Mike out of some truly horrendous situations. And once these two get to this village, no spoilers of course, but like I said, the movie does carry more charm than most of Eastwood's other projects. But those of you who've been with the channel for a while all know this already, but I love me a good western. Honestly, I think it's a lost art in modern cinema, the western. When a western is really good, you can tell that it is an instant classic from the very beginning. And that's especially if Quentin Tarantino's involved. But guys, I hate to say it, unfortunately, Cry Macho, I don't really see myself ever rewatching ever again. Because this story was not nearly as investing as any Man with No Name film or even Unforgiven. Because it really does take a while for the movie to really get going. I noticed that there was a fair amount of setup, and it kind of makes the film feel uneven in hindsight. Another thing about these story elements is that main characters will do certain things which are not paid off whatsoever. Like, just to give you an example, there are certain cars that are stolen along the way, and there's absolutely no repercussions for the thieves. And I guess the film sort of explains it, but with the way the script and this dialogue are written, like, I don't know, it just really felt like I was forced to accept the situation and that I was supposed to just be along for the ride. When in reality, I was just thinking more and more about these stolen properties and, like, it really just doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. And being a western, you would think, like the Man with No Name films, that there would be these intense stare downs, especially if Clint Eastwood is involved. And I'm just gonna put this on the table right now. If you go into the theater, if you go into Cry Macho expecting some insane and brutal gunfighting, prepare for some disappointment. And the movie tries to get exciting, especially towards the finale, but in all seriousness, it kind of ends with a whimper. I'm gonna give Cry Macho a C+. Overall, some good performances in here. Clint Eastwood has still got it, but this movie falls into what I like to call the novel trap. Because this movie is based off of a really famous novel, a fiction novel, I believe, and this has been stuck in development hell for the silver screen for many, many years. And maybe it was just better off staying on the page, because I'm sure the book has so many more details that go into these repercussions of stolen property and whatnot, and the movie were just kind of forced to accept it. But all that being said, I'm certainly not upset that I watched Cry Macho, but I just never really see myself ever rewatching it again. But as per usual, this is all just my opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on Cry Macho? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Do you agree with me if you have seen it? I'm also curious, what Clint Eastwood performance is your all-time favorite? Go ahead and sound off all you like down in the comments section below, and let's go ahead and have a further discussion. Because as you know, I love making this content. I love discussing all new things cinema and all things entertainment. So if these sound like topics you're interested in, then do consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. It's really beneficial to help get this content out there so new people see it. It's completely free to you guys. This channel, as a matter of fact, is on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so thankful for your guys' support up to this point. Let's see if we can reach 1,000 by the end of the year. I think we can do it. You know what else will really help this content really stick out for people is if you hit that thumbs up on your way out. That would be tremendous, guys. And as always, guys, stay tuned for more exciting content hitting this channel very soon. I've got reviews popping up soon for the card counter and a cop shop. And of course, on September 22nd is my next Daniel Craig James Bond playlist installment. We're looking at Skyfall, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so pumped to talk about it. But you guys are the best. Seriously. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for your support for the channel. And with all that being said, back talk commence.